Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries and our hunt for the Jetpack here in Grand Theft Auto 5. Once again, we have the Space Docker, and we're actually going to go back to a spot we haven't visited in quite some time, the Altruist Camp.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and look at the Jetpack symbol. Of course, this is one of the biggest clues that there is going to be a Jetpack in the game at some point. Why would they put this hidden symbol here? Just for no reason. It must mean something.
Of course.
Now we are Franklin, so we might come across some issues as far as these Altruist Camp members shooting at us. But we'll get over to the magical Jetpack stone over here and check it out with the Space Docker. We've done this again, but now that we can keep the lights on the outside, perhaps we can maybe look at this more in depth. We're gonna have to get out and kill some of these naked guys first. RJ joined up with FPS Kyle.
Yo, what's going on?
As well as C-Dub.
What's going on, everybody? We got some pretty angry, naked people here that are going to try to take us out. Let's go ahead and wipe all of them out and see what we find here on the infamous sacrificial stone.
Yeah, some real sick fucks, man. I mean, guys running around porky pigging it. Like, what the hell?
It's really interesting. You know, you wonder what they're getting at with this whole cult situation going on over here. And the fact of the matter is, this is where you have the Jetpack symbol. Normally you have to come here at a certain time of day, so that way the sun shines on it and actually makes the Jetpack symbol appear. For people who wonder why are people so convinced that there will be a Jetpack in the game, this has a lot to do with it. I mean, why is there a clue right here that just takes so much just to unveil? Now, we are using the light from a gun here, and you can tell, you know, it kind of works. You could see it a little bit here, but
not really. Like the first time when you came to this rock, when we first figured this out, it was like I don't really see anything there. I mean, obviously, it does not look anything like it when the sun is shining on it. So
yeah, but if you grab the green light from the Space Docker, you can see clearly it is indeed the Jetpack symbol. You actually have to position it perfectly here, and for those who don't know, make sure not to get stuck here, it does have a variation between the high beam and the normal light. Got to be careful on this ledge here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's turn them back on and go straight up to the high beam. And there you have it. There's the Jetpack symbol. We will actually do the, I guess you can call it a glitch. It's some kind of active mode or something where it does leave the lights on cars on. It's not just the Space Docker, it's every car. So because of that, maybe it's really not too intentional as far as being part of a, you know, an Easter egg or something like that.
Or is it, and they just didn't want to go and change it for every other vehicle? They're like, look, we'll allow this to happen for every other vehicle, but there's a reason behind it working for the Space Docker.
So there it is. There's the Jetpack symbol.
Definitely.
Pretty obvious. Yeah. It looks exactly like the one on the mural. The head seems a little bit deformed right now. That's odd. Now, one thing we're definitely going to make sure to do as well is we're going to take the Space Docker to the cave. Another place we really haven't visited in a while.
Forgotten about place.
A lot to talk about. It is kind of forgotten about as of late. But what we have yet to do is keep the lights of the Space Docker on in that cave and while we walk into it. We've done it where we've shined the lights on and checked it out. Of course, there's some really interesting and unique messages around there.
Yeah.
But for the first time, we'll have the light shining on the cave and we can go inside it.
I think this might be one of our biggest kind of theories that we have here, because all signs point to this spot, and we'll get into it. You'll see it. There's a lot of signs and there's a lot of stuff written that just makes you believe something is going on with this cave, and maybe this is the key to it.
Absolutely. So why is the Jetpack symbol on this rock? Perhaps we have to find the right sacrifice. You said it was a sacrificial rock here.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is, you know, where we have to sacrifice somebody. Who knows who it could be. C-Dub, what are you taking right now from this rock? We really haven't got you on an episode yet to show this off as far as what you think about it. Why the hell would they put the Jetpack symbol here, of all places, and in such a cryptic way?
And I don't know. I mean, it's certainly in a very interesting spot. There's that guy who says nothing and just looks out at the sunset right near it. It's obviously at the Altruist Camp. That alone in itself is suspicious. We know these altruists are hostile, and it's just assumed, I guess, that this is a sacrificial rock of some sort. Maybe if we tried to spill the blood of one of these altruists directly on that Jetpack symbol, maybe it could lead to something crazy.
Here we are on top of the water tower here in the Altruist Camp. You have that cool windmill in the background. Now, this symbol can also be found in the cave that we're about to go visit.
Yep.
It looks to me somewhat like the one we looked at on the barn there. You guys definitely going to want to go check out that episode if you haven't seen that yet. I'll put a link in the description. As well as there's that glyph that you can find in Los Santos underneath like where the window is in one of the buildings. It's in the same episode that we showed both those off, so definitely check that out. But this symbol looks a lot like those. Corey, I know you were, of course, in that episode. Do you see any resemblance behind this either sun symbol, possibly even a UFO symbol, maybe even the eye symbol, and the ones that we looked at before?
Yeah, there's definitely some similarities. I don't know if it's just a matter of Rockstar using the same type of almost graffiti throughout the world and just repeating it. I don't know if this is all intentional, but there's certainly, as you said, some similarities between. I mean, to me, it looks. I mean, right off the bat, it looks more like a sun than anything. But you could possibly call it an eye, or maybe even almost looks like a UFO of some sort.
Interesting thing that I noticed from this. Now, you see how it kind of looks like an eye. Now, there is, to the left of that, there's kind of like an angled part where the yellow is filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like it's either pointing that direction. Now, we've discussed this amongst ourselves before about maybe it's a clock. And there's one that's down in the cave that we were trying to figure out maybe it has a time to it. Now, this one here is looking like it's like 9:15. It's going straight across from 9 to 3, so I'm not sure if it has to do with that, or is it kind of more of an arrow pointing at a direction?
That's what I'm thinking.
Now, what is to the left of where we're at right now?
Quite a bit. Of course, there's Mount Josiah there, Fort Zancudo. So,
or it could just also be just left of this is where the cave is. If you look at it from here, straight that direction.
The cave is straight in front of us right now.
Straight down. And there's that same symbol in the cave.
Yeah, of course, we'll go look at that here in a second. But the one thing that stands out to me is that in the cave and around the Altruist Camp here, there are some obvious sun symbols.
Yeah.
This one, I know Corey said immediately a sun came to mind.
Yep.
But perhaps there's some other sun symbols, and maybe this is leaning more towards, like I said, an eye or a UFO. Maybe we can blow up the water tower. Let's try it out. We have rigged it with sticky bombs. Fire in the hole. We managed to kill ourselves, but the water tower is still intact. We'll meet you guys down in the cave. We are making our way up this hill. It is raining, so our traction is definitely not too good right now. Strangely enough, this is labeled, you can see the Space Docker, as an off-road vehicle. It's not really the best off-road vehicle, even though it is kind of made off of a dune buggy. But maybe that's a clue. Maybe we have to find a place off-road, and where we're at right now, this cave is certainly off-road, that's for sure.
Yep.
This will be challenging with the rain, actually, of course, getting the Space Docker to sit in one place. You have the ultimate challenge of leaving the headlights still intact. Let's turn on the high beams. Okay, hopefully it stays there. We'll get out. Looks like it's still good. We'll do a quick action maneuver, get back in. All right, that probably wasn't fast enough. Let's try it again. In fact, you really want to be close to the door There you go, perfect. Get back in, wait for Frank to turn on the lights, get back out, your lights are on. And then this should be pretty cool.
It actually went back down to the low beams on us.
I noticed that.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. But this is the first time that we are inside the cave with the ominous green light shining on it. Like you said, Kyle, what the hell? This is the obvious spawn point for Jetpack or something.
Right. Well, yeah, if you want to back out of there a little bit, let's look at the clues that we've pointed out in previous videos of this cave here.
A little bit harder to see with the green light, but...
We've seen it in the daytime.
Yeah, this, of course, says praise him.
Yep.
Praise who? I don't know. See the eye. I mean...
Well, look down the middle there. What is down the middle? It could be an eye, right?
Sure. Well, sure enough, we have that same exact symbol we just showed off. A little bit more pronounced this time around, and also pointing. I know you said you wanted to kind of view this area here as maybe pointing towards something, also in the direction of Fort Zancudo once again.
Exactly. On alignment, kind of. Because we're now lower now, so it's at a different angle. Going up.
Now this message up here is really crazy. Give thanks. I know this is all stuff we've talked about, but we have not included C-Dub, who is our PS3 Chiliad mystery correspondent, as one of these episodes. So we actually have not gotten his take on what is going on with this cave. You have an eternal flame here. What the hell is that doing? Corey, some have speculated it is a possible hiding spot for Sasquatch, or do you think it has something to do with the Chiliad mystery?
Oh man, this is one of the more suspect places in the game to me. There is more than one cave in the game that I've seen, but this one, none of them are quite like this one. With all these markings around it, praise him. There's the eye or the sun or whatever it is. Of course, we've been told to see the eye, praise the sun, shoot for the stars.
How about this sideways sunset, C-Dub? You notice how it's, you'd think it would be on a plane to kind of represent the ocean or of course, the water, which is right here. It's within view. But this is sideways. Do you think this means anything?
I don't know, man. It very well could. To me, I feel like the back of this thing could just break apart, and we could be led into some sort of maybe a tunnel system or something just completely nuts. Some sort of underground access, secret road underneath San Andreas, perhaps at some point. I mean, the possibilities are limitless, but this is, without question, one of the more mysterious places in the game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most obvious spot for a spawn point, other than maybe the bunker in Fort Zancudo. You'd think it would mean something. It's right below the Altruist Camp. It's right below the hidden Jetpack symbol, and there's some unique messages here. Kyle, what do you take as far as the most mysterious thing about it? You have the cave itself.
Yeah.
You have this symbol, which we've seen a couple different places. It also looks a lot like some other symbols here in the game. You have this skull, which is very unique. You can only see here. I've been searching everywhere for the skull. Have yet to find it, but I have found it in GTA San Andreas. So I think we're going to have to go into that game and maybe see if there's anything going on with that.
Right.
Maybe some clues that they gave us well in advance. See the eye, also very crazy. What are you thinking?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was hoping that with shining the light on here, there'd be something that would be revealed that we didn't see during the daylight from the sun. So I'm not seeing anything different, unfortunately. Have you tried walking to the wall there and seeing if you can walk through it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I've tried.
No luck going there. So maybe we try to blow this up. I mean, light it on fire first and...
Yeah, also something I've tried. Thank you guys for joining us here at Trippy Commentaries. Make sure to stay tuned. We have a lot more planned at the Jetpack Hunt series. Still a lot more to do. It's been a while since we checked out this cave, so I thought it was probably good timing to come over here and see maybe this green light, like you said, FPS Kyle. Maybe it'd show off something new. Doesn't seem to be the case, but perhaps we're missing something. Let us know what you guys think for sure. Maybe there's something else we can show off with the green light. C-Dub, I know you have a lot of ideas you've been talking about and a lot of stuff that, of course, you want to show off here with the Chiliad mystery. We definitely can't wait to hear more of your knowledge and take us out here for another exciting episode of the Jetpack Hunt.
Yeah, guys, as RJ said, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, tell a friend, share. Stay tuned, and as always, stay trippy.
Trip.